Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at these brand new Majestic James Harden cards that are coming out today in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM, deciding which ones are worth picking up and which ones maybe not quite so much. But as a whole, I think this drop looks super deep today. I'm super excited about it. Harden, Siakam, honestly, both the Amethyst, the Rubies as well, and even a Sapphire and a couple of these lower tier cards look really, really interesting. It's a deep, fun drop, and this is the type of drop, if you are going to drop viable content, we'd like it to be this type of stuff. All Amethyst and above is not really what we're looking for. We're looking for depth. We're looking for budget cards. We're looking for stuff like that. And this drop looks like a pretty good one, so that excites me. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 15,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and we'd really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. We got this Hot Rod Williams card right here. He's a 73 speed gold center who's not a great defender, doesn't have any key badges, can't really shoot. I mean, he's a gold card, not a very good one either. That's a card that's just kind of a throwaway card in this set. Same thing, honestly, with this John Barry. He is a 6'5 PG who can shoot the ball well. He's not fast. He can't really play make very well. He's not much of a defender, and he's not dunking the ball. Badge-wise, he has nothing except for shooting, but he is a tall point guard who can shoot the ball, which makes him at least a little bit more interesting than Hot Rod Williams, but he's still not all that viable of a card by any means. Daquan Cook is likely just a budget shooter, 6'5", 6'8 wingspan. He is. He's 79 speed, 79 excel. With a ball handle shoe, he could timing burst, but 89 shot three is the main thing he's going to do, and that's where all of his badges are, shooting. He's going to be an elite level shooter. Probably not going to do much of anything else well at a very high level at all, but he will be an absolutely knockdown shooter, so that you can have confidence in with Daquan Cook. Derek Favors, 6'9", power forward center, 7'4 wingspan, 78 speed, 66 3 ball, 85 standing dunk, 83 interior, 82 block. Perimeter defense isn't great, but 72 lateral quickness isn't awful. The defensive badges aren't too bad. For an Emerald big man, he's got athletic ability inside as well, good speed. He's actually really good for an Emerald. As a whole, is he a good card? Not great, but for an Emerald, he's actually really, really solid. I will say that. An interesting salary cap card for sure, especially if his salary were to go down a little bit from this 1,100 price point at some point. He could be an interesting one to keep an eye on for salary cap if that release isn't awful. I know it says it's on slow, but Otto Porter's just going to be a budget shooter, small forward, 6'8", 7'1 wingspan, decent speed, good shooter, not a horrible defender, 80 perimeter, 80 lateral, 75 interior, 85 steal. That's not that bad. He's actually got some decent defensive badges though, but no clamps. Playmaking is okay. Bailout break starter. He does have good shooting badges, although no Agent 3 or limitless range. And overall, he's a good shooter. He's not an insane card though. He's kind of mediocre all the way around. Not too incredible, but he'll be a pretty good shooting card. And then Derek Harper is a 6'4" point guard, 6'7" wingspan, 88 speed and excel, 82 shot three. Can't really dunk, but 88 speed ball handle is high enough to time burst. Defensively, he's really good. 75 interior, 88 perimeter, and 90 lateral, 88 steal. For a guard is actually really, really good. The defensive badges are also very, very solid. Playmaking badges are okay. Wish he could get like blow by hams for day speed booster, that type of stuff. Shooting badges also aren't great, but an 82 3 ball is high enough to green with consistency. I have no idea what Taj Gibson base with Kevon Looney upper looks like. If that's not an awful release, this card is actually really, really solid because he's a fast, tall defensive point guard, or decently tall. He's a fast, not short defensive point guard with a good 3-ball rating. So if that's a good release, he's a good card. If that's a bad release, well, that'll hurt him for sure. Next card is Danny Manning. 6'10" power forward, 7-foot wingspan. He can play small forward. He's got versatility, and then he's got great speed for a guy that size. 86 speed, 82 interior, 83 lateral, 82 perimeter, 75 steal, 80 blocks. He's a pretty good all-around defender. Defensive badges aren't too bad. No anchor or clamps, but at least he's got some stuff there. Dunking-wise, he's pretty good. He can hit a wide-open three. He's not going to be a super great shooter. Magic-based Amari upper is not going to be amazing, but you should be able to hit wide open with him. I think he's better at power forward than small forward, but honestly, not too bad at either spot. And he's actually a pretty good card. Danny Manning, 6'10" power forward. I feel like he and Joe Smith are both very, very solid for, power forward options. Also, honestly, the small forward power forwards that we're getting, this card you could use a small forward because that Jared Vanderbilt's really good at power forward as well for 13K. There are a lot of, like, I feel like I made a video like a week ago talking about all the budget cards that were lacking. We're starting to get some budget cards. I'm going to give 2K some credit. We're starting to get some budget cards. This Danny Manning's another good one. The small forward, power forward spots are starting to have some more budget options. And this Danny Manning is another very good one. Dino as well is a very interesting budget card. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. Does not have a 7'11" wingspan anymore. Dino has had that 7'11" wingspan for as long as I can remember. So that's a little bit interesting there. But 76 speed, 73 excel, 55 shot three. I like the speed for his size, and I know his player air build is generally very good. I assume it still is, even with them having shortened his wingspan back to what it actually is supposed to be, I guess. Dunking wise, he looks pretty good. Defensive badges aren't great. I like the speed size combination is probably honestly the thing that I like the most about this card. I mean, he's a good dunker, not insane. Defensively, his badges aren't as good as he's not as good as I was hoping he would be. I will say that. He's still pretty good, and I think if his release is decent, which honestly I don't know how this release is. Default small base. Terry still has default small. I wonder if they're going to update Terry, or if he's actually just going to have base animations. That's really weird. But I think this is actually a pretty good base. So he's not as good as I was hoping he'd be, but I still think he's going to be a pretty good budget center. So I think Dino's going to be pretty good. We'll have to wait and see. 42K for a Ruby, though, is pretty decent price. The prices are dropping. That's a W. Scotty Barnes, 84K. The Amethyst dropping in price as well. That's fire. I like seeing significant price drops like this. This is good to see the Amethyst dropping for less than 100K by a good chunk. 84,000 MT is like, that's a nice little price drop. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan for an Amethyst Scotty Barnes with 88 speed, 87 excel, 82 3-ball, 82 standing and driving dunk, 86 ball handle, so he can time burst defensively. He's super versatile. He's got off-ball pest, which is actually a really good badge. Gold clamps, silver anchor, challenger, glove, interceptor, menace, pogo stick, post lockdown. Some pretty good playmaking badges, including blow by on gold, as well as bailout, break starter, dimer, unpluckable on silver. Couple of shooting badges, finishing wise, pretty good as well. D-Book dribble style is a great dribble style, one of the best in the game. I mean, this card is nice. Pro behind the back as well. He is an absolute stud. For 84,000 MT, if his release is decent, Scotty Barnes, really good card. Pete Maravich is 84,000 MT as well. He's 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. Going to have a really good size and shooting ability at the point guard position. Hotspots are super nice. 2 hops are acrobat and agent 3. Shooting badges in general are elite. He's also got limitless range. Blinders, catch and shoot, deadeye, all that type of stuff. Playmaking badges are good. I expected his speed booster to be low, and it is. It's only bronze blow by as well. I'd like to see those higher up. Defensively, he does actually have a lot more defense than I anticipated. Silver clamps, interceptor, pick dodger, and bronze challenger. Silver ankle braces, awful pest as well. That's actually super duper nice. I understand the defensive badges aren't great, but 6'5", 83 lateral quickness with actual defensive badges, he is not a liability on the defensive end of the court, and he can also dunk wide open. 50 driving dunk is not high, but 50 is kind of that threshold high enough at least to dunk when you are wide open with consistency. Doesn't have elite speed, but pretty good. If you put a +4 shoe on him, that's a 90. I think that's pretty good. Christian Wood base is generally elite. MJ dribble style is one of the best dribble styles in the game. Pro behind the back is very, very good. Normal fade is a good fade. I think this Pete Maravich card is going to be 84,000 MT. This is probably the new best value buyable point guard option in my team. And he might be a top 5 point guard in the game because he's actually got good defense as well. That's impressive and surprising. 6'8", 7'3" wingspan, Pascal Siakam, 183,000 MT. Again, that's expensive, but it's a significant price drop again. We need to see price drops for these sets. Stuff is too expensive right now, and stuff needs to go down in price, and I like that cards are going down in price. It gives me hope that we're not going to get to absolutely absurd, ridiculous prices later on in the year. I just don't like the fact we're doing this many lock-ins, but regardless, 6'8", 7'3" wingspan for Pascal Siakam. He's a power forward. He's got half corner specialist, break starter, anchor, interceptor, post lockdown, and rebound chaser. That's really, really nice. Defensive badges are really, really good all the way around on this card. He's a versatile defender. Stat-wise, he's got good speed, good shooting, good dunking. He's got that half rebound chaser, post lockdown, interceptor, which are going to make him play a lot bigger than 6'8" as a rebounder and as an interior defender. So I don't think this card's going to be a liability whatsoever, size-wise in the power forward position. Finishing-wise, badges look really good. Shooting-wise, not too bad either, including a half corner specialist, gold catch and shoot. He's even got blow-by bailout, stuff like that. Half break starter is a really good badge actually as well. Going to be able to throw those breaks really, really well off a defensive rebound. MJ dribble style is nice to have. I don't know why everybody has pro behind the back today, but I'm not complaining. One of the best behind the backs in the game, probably the best. And then normal leaner as well, Pascal Siakam. I don't know what his standing release looks like this year. I know it was kind of ugly last year. That might hurt the card a bit, but still, he looks phenomenal. And again, I'm going to be honest, the 2 amethysts, the diamond, and honestly even both of the rubies to a certain extent look like really, really good options today. And this is looking like a deep set. And that is obviously without checking the collection reward, which is James Harden, the card that everyone is most excited about today. 6'5", 6'10" wingspan, hotspots from basically everywhere. 7 Hall of Fame badges are Agent 3, Limitless Range, Dimer, Handles for Days, Hyperdrive, and Killer Combos. He's got all the other gold playmaking badges that you could ask for. And then shooting badge-wise is absolutely elite as well, of course. Gold Catch and Shooting Deadeye, Silver Claymore, Green Machine Corner Specialist. Defensively, he has Hoff Glove, Silver Pogo Stick, Bronze Ankle Braces Challenger, Off Pest, and Pick Dodger. He does not have Anchor, does not have Glove, does not have Clamps, I should say, and does not have Interceptor. I was hoping he would get Bronze Clamps. He didn't. I'm okay with that. He's 6'5" at point guard. He's got 87 lateral quickness, 82 perimeter, 75 interior. Really isn't bad at all either. And that's actually pretty realistic because Harden, as much as people make fun of him defensively, was actually is still actually a very good interior defender when he wants to. Perimeter defensively, he's never been great, but he's an incredible shooter, a very capable dunker, very good speed, through ball, excel. Yeah, this Harden card's going to be a monster. I think the best shoe on him probably is +4 lateral quickness, +4 excel, speed with ball, maybe speed, and then the last +4 could be mid-range maybe to make sure, try to keep sharp take on him. You definitely want to make sure you get sharp take on him over play take if you can, so maybe you go more shooting boosts over speed boosts. But as a whole, this Harden card looks like an absolute dog, and I think offensively, this is going to be the new best point guard in the game. As a whole, where will he rank at the PG position? It's going to be between him, SGA. SGA is still the best. He's the most complete badge-wise, and even the Harden stats are better and animation's better offensively. I think SGA will be better, especially when he's badged out, because he'll be much more versatile defensively. But outside of SGA, is he better than Lonzo? It's going to be a question. I mean, it's going to be defender if you want offense or defense. And then John Wall, kind of the same thing. John Wall got a little more offense than Lonzo, not quite as much defense, but it's going to be better defensively than Harden. It's kind of just going to depend on what you want at the point guard position, but there are a lot of options now, elite level options. I'm surprised how many good point guards we've gotten recently. This is 4 in season 2 that are absolutely phenomenal, and honestly, including Pistol Pete as well. Like, all 5 of the top point guards in the game, in my opinion, probably have come in season 2. So I'm super excited about today's drop, though. I'm going to be honest. This is a great set. It's a set that will help a lot of people's teams improve all the way around. Gives you depth, good budget cards, good value cards, great amethysts for 84K, which is honestly a very achievable price point. I think 2K did a really good job with this drop. I just don't love the fact that everything is lock-ins. We need more free content, but as a whole, if you're going to drop buyable drops, they should be good, they should be deep, they should give good budget cards, and today's drop does that, which is what I am looking for when it comes to a good drop. So I hope y'all did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.